Welcome back, everybody. How everybody doing? So we are going to get everything squared away. So we're going to continue on getting that contract of plowing done, and then need to make sure these guys are doing their thing so they can get done. Excuse me. So what had happened was I had an appointment to get my taxes done at 6. Well, um, as you guys saw, I had sitting here and it was like 6:30, and I heard my phone go off and it said missed appointment. I'm like, oh no! So I got my taxes done, so that's all good. And now we're here back. I forgot what this guy's doing. He's probably trying to figure out what he's doing. So let's go ahead and move over to the field over here and see if we can get the contract done. Okay, where is my arrow? Alright, let's go. So hopefully everybody's still having a good evening. Like I said, we're gonna get the hay done, we're gonna get the contract done, and then we're gonna see what other contracts there are. Like I said, I really would like to get that one big cornfield. That would be, I'd say, probably a good amount of silage with it. But unless I took a loan out, or as you'd say, cheat, I could, because it's right next to, let's see. See, this is our canola field here. If I would actually buy this field here, I don't think no, we don't. We could actually combine this field with this field. I really don't like this field because of this here. Because right in this corner here, not very good on. It wasn't easy planting it. It did take a while to plant, but it wasn't. I guess you'd say it wasn't all too hateful. Um, but if there was a way that we could get this field, it is a. I'm assuming this is the actual number, I would guess. So 126-acre field of corn. We don't necessarily need corn, but we could use it for the silage. Which, as you see, the building that I did put down, is going to hold a lot of silage. So, I don't want to pull it up. I just want to lift it up. Because we don't not only need silage for the cows, but we also going to need the silage for our TMR mixer production. So, nope. Dang it, wrong button. What happened to my lines? Folks, I messed up. I don't know what I did wrong, but okay. Driving assist. Okay. There we go. I hit the wrong button and then it just messed everything up. So, evidently, I'm good at spending money. I'm good at cheating on money. I just got done watching Farmer Cop's episode where he did harvesting carrots. But that is one guy that is actually good at calculating and keeping everything financially up to date. I mean, it's something I could do. I just have to, I guess, you say, just, you know, do it. But like I said, I mainly just, you know, I just want to play the game. I'm not necessarily. I mean, on this map, yeah, I do want to get to the point where I'm financially good and I actually own the whole entire map. But I would have to do that without, you know, cheating. So without cheating, then, you know, if I end up cheating, there's no point in doing that. If I really wanted to cheat, I'd just buy a field on the map and just, you know, say I'm good. But I need to not cheat, so I'm actually good at playing the game the way it should be played. And all that good stuff. Put more lights on the situation. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yep, I got everything good. Did my taxes, I stopped it. Got something to eat. I had originally planned on cooking dinner, but I'm going to try to get up tomorrow early enough to where I can cook dinner so that way I have lunch for work tomorrow. And then I don't have to worry about going out to eat, so I'll actually already have it. I can't stop yawning. Alright, sorry, I had to check my phone. My phone kept going off. Anyways. I mean, if I really wanted to make more money, I could actually sell some corn that we have. Ooh, excuse me, I need to quit yawning. like I said, eventually in the future, we can put down some chicken pens, and then we could do chickens, so we can produce eggs. Maybe later on, put down some greenhouses. But with doing all that, it's gonna chickens can go with the animals, animal farm. Um, then could we have our potatoes planted for the pig feed mixer? So we have corn for that, and potatoes. We have a field of spurgeon, or I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Um, I think that's required for the pig mixer as well. So we have three ingredients for that. So we're slowly getting that ready. They do have I do have pigs. I end up getting um, 55 pigs for now, just to start out with. Um, Once we start producing some more food for the pigs, that's we can get more pigs. But I don't want to go get too many pigs and then not have that much food for them. The more pigs you have, the more it's going to take to keep them happy. So we're about almost halfway through with this contract. So we're not doing too bad. I think the other plowing contract is a smaller field. Maybe that won't take us too long to get done. The workers are doing the hay, so they might actually be done before we will. And it has to go down this way. Just have a different direction to go. almost at 50%. May not quit. Now, okay, I don't have the GPS lines on, but oh well. I'm just trying to get this contract done so we can move on. It looks like that guy got done, so it's a good thing. So I should go to this other line over here behind us. should actually try to see if I can get a plow. Or see, I don't think these plows come with a hitch. So now I talked about before, so that way you could plow and gather up the stone at the same time. But I don't think these plows here have a hitch to them. I think the cultivators that I've got have a hitch to them. Yeah, I think all the workers are now finished on doing what they were doing. So we'll get this contract done and then go check on them and move some hay around where we need it. we're gonna set this guy out to unload it in the TMR mixer, and hopefully it works. So we're about to find out. Get a drink, I'll get thirsty. Yep. Good. I'll probably actually end up filling it up. He's actually doing that. I'm actually going to move this guy out of the way. Just pull him in here for now. Yep, it is full. So, I'm not sure. Um, oh, they actually got quite a bit of lime. 25,000 liters. Not bad. But I'm going to actually deactivate it for now until we get some more stone in there. I'm glad this guy actually did what he was supposed to do. I'm happy. Now we'll go ahead and send this guy to farm 2. Let's go ahead and get our contract done. That's all that's done. so we got all this done. We'll get the, like I say, get this plowing job done, and then we'll go ahead and work on another plowing contract. If there's still one left, by the time we get this one done. It looks like I got some four viewers watching. Appreciate you guys coming in. So we just got done doing doing some hay. So I got that done. So now we're working on the plowing contract to make some money. Alright, next. Good evening. How are we doing today? Oh good, I'm coming over. That sounds like fun. Yeah, everything last night at work went pretty good. Water was treating good, and I've almost got 216 down to oil. Got BB2 down to mid 70s. I hope not. Yeah, I was trying to work only 8 hours, but it didn't turn out that way. It was like almost 10 hours. I didn't leave until let's see, I went in at 5:30. I'd leave till about 3. So about nine and a half hours. But it was all good though. So yeah, we're just doing some contracting so we can hopefully make some money. I've been spending a lot of money since I'm making it. So. Yeah, I'm glad you pop in. Hopefully you've been doing okay. And tell your woman I said hi. Are you serious? Dude, that's insane. I'm sorry. I thought it would have just been Tim coming in, not a lot of other ones. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, Well, John should have been there too. I mean, John could have helped him out. Unless John was running late or something. Yep, I'm glad you could come in. Thinking about watching a new movie. I think it's on Disney Plus. Um, it's the new Predators movie. Figure watch that if I'm done with this. I'll probably be on here for a little bit. I wanted to get a lot of stuff done on the farm. See if we can at least manage to get 4 contracts done. Finally got the grass field cut and turned all that into hay. We got that done. So far all the fields I think are planted. So, not doing too bad. how's everybody doing? Good, hopefully. So far we're at 75%, so we're getting this contract done, and hopefully the other contract isn't near as big. I want to take, hopefully it won't take long. Yeah, I didn't realize this field was so big. one thing I'm gonna actually try to do is see if I can hire one of my workers to go ahead and transfer some corn from the um, silo over to the pig mixer, so that we can get that done as well. Yeah, I actually rather stream on my days off, just 'cause I have more time and I can stream longer. There must be one part of the field that I'm missing. It's only at 92, 93%. Yep, just found it. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. What are we doing? Layla, what are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? I just quit. Alright, looks like the contract is done. But no, it's not. But I thought it was done. I don't know what the dog's doing, but they're doing something chaotic. Made 77,000 with that one. And there's one more for this field here. Field 28. This one pays 70,000. Wrong one. So here we are on the second contract, getting her done. So, yeah. The other ones we had made 77,300 and I think like 40 some dollars. This one pays 70,000 and some odd change. So altogether we'll be making 140 some thousand dollars. So doing pretty good. Soon we get started on the next pass, we'll check out what other productions there might be, or contracts, I mean. So hopefully everybody's enjoying the content and play on Dakota and stuff. Like I said, just let me know in the comments what you think, and if you guys have any suggestions on like farm builds or whatever, just let me know. Sorry about that, I have my TV on. So yeah, remember we'll just try and make sure our money stays built up, so that way if we need money for seed, fertilizer, or anything like that, then we don't have to worry about not having enough. So, as far as I know, all of our fields are planted. Next, take a break real quick and check stuff out. Alright, so on the contracts, there are 3 cultivating. In that case, what we may go ahead and do is go ahead and accept this contract for field cultivating on field 40. May just go ahead and hire a worker to start on it. Doing all the wrong stuff. Come on. Thank you. Okay, let's start the motor. Oh, which we're gonna probably take one of our bigger John Deeres to do the cultivating. So we're gonna actually park this guy here, jump into our big John Deere here, get the cultivator. I'm always wanting to use my mouse for turning and stuff. Really don't need the mouse to do that, because I don't have a whole lot of room for moving the mouse around. Alright, now we'll go ahead and head to the field. So while we are getting the plowing done, then I can have this guy do the cultivating. Let me figure out where the field should be right. Hit it. Let's build 40. That should be 40. 46 or 48. Oh, okay. I know what's that right there. We're gonna tag it anyways, though. Not too far from the farm. It's good. Not too far to go. So get this guy started, and we'll jump back onto the plowing contract to get that done. Yep. Unfold. No course. Generate job. Start job. And I'm not really going to care. He's going to start right there. He's going to run into... Well, didn't affect him, but... Alright. He's doing that one. So gonna make more money as we finish this one. There you go. I'm gonna try and do the contracts and all that all myself, but it's getting late. Well, in game, not in real life. And then we get this one done, and then we may go ahead and start the other one. Depending on how. Hopefully, it won't take us too long. I should have gotten a bigger plow, but I know the bigger plows are like 20-some meters wide, so it's kind of hard, even with folded up, for transporting. Because these plows here actually fold up, so they make it easier to transport. That's one of the reasons why I don't like playing with traffic on, because it interferes with the transporting equipment from place to place, and it interferes with the AI workers. So I really don't like playing with traffic on. To me, it's more annoying anyways, because they try and pass you, and then they try to wreck and run into each other because they're trying to pass me or whatever, because I'm going slower. So, and of course this over here, so I can actually try to see everything. Still kind of in the way, but not much. The plowing contract is 23% done. I don't know, we just started. It's 4. the bigger plows that I was just talking about, I do think those actually come with a hitch on the back of them. So I may go ahead and pick on maybe getting one. Then when I configure it, I may configure it with putting a hitch on the back. Then see if we can pull a stone picker along with it. So that way we can plow and collect stone all at once. Let's check this out real quick. So go down to plows. Excuse me. Must have passed this, not that far down. Plows. So these are the ones that I got now. Just like the one I could get, which is 22 meters wide. Attachment, so I can actually do a hitch on it. That is let's change the color to it to where it matches our stuff. So the one contract that we did do covered the cost of that plow. That's cool. I like the smaller things, like I said, they're easier to transport because they fold up instead of folding in. Dang it. Keep hitting the wrong pedal. Let me know in the comments of if you like to do all the contracts or just like certain ones. I don't mind doing all the contracts myself. I just like the ones that are potentially make a little bit more money. I mean, all in reality, when you go buying like equipment or even like seed and stuff like that, like with these contracts for only being 70 or 73,000, I mean, you could say that's a pretty good chunk of change, but you know, just like for example, like the plow that we just bought, one contract covered that cost of that, just that one piece of equipment. You know, so like the contracts are like for harvesting and stuff like that. Potentially, you know, make more money, of course, but you gotta think about how much it's gonna cost you in fuel and maintenance too. So essentially, there was one point in time I never did contracts. So now when I used to play 22, um, I tried doing contracts and I had a bad um, experience with them because I would start a contract and to get it done, and it was only like I wouldn't get paid. I was actually losing money. So, and even when I was playing 22, I treated on money all the time. I didn't care about, you know, how much money I was making or whatever. It was just the idea of, not getting paid for that contract. So I just stopped doing them. I just, did my own thing. But I will say, out of all the farming, I think when it comes to logging, you can actually make some pretty good money on doing logging between the logs, some of the like firewood production. You can make money off of that. You can definitely make some good money on doing wood chips. Because if you do a log of wood, um, a load of logs, say you could get, say, 120,000 for a load of logs. You could almost like double that when you do wood chips. If you get 120,000 for the load of logs, that same load of logs with wood chips, you could probably make 150 to maybe 200,000 or 20,000. I get. Hopefully, you understand what I'm getting at. So, we actually need to get back onto Lindsay and actually just do some more logging. I just wanted to get on here because I was wanting to get some stuff done. I fields to plant and stuff like that, so I want to get that done and then some other stuff. And I got all that stuff done. Now we're trying to make money on the farm as well now. I can't believe I'm yawning so much. I ended up getting up today about 2:30 when I got up. It's usually a bit early from the time I usually get up. I usually get up anywhere from 3 to 5 o'clock. So, but so far today's everything's been running pretty smooth. We're working on our second plowing contract. We're working on our cultivating contract, and then we got our grass field cut and the hay gathered up. So I say we're doing pretty good. But I actually almost want to say when we get this plowing contract done, when we get the two contracts done, then we're gonna probably call it. What am I doing? Which I thought about, Leo and Lindsay thought about doing the logging thing a little bit different. Um, Probably use the tree forwarders to cut down the trees so we can go ahead and put them in piles and then just process them in one spot. I think that's a little bit easier, and plus you're not using as much equipment because you're not using the tree harvester, the tree loader, or the log loader, the trailers, semis, you know, all that type of stuff. I don't know why I just don't stick with doing it that way. That's what I should be doing instead of I'm always switching it to a different way of doing it. I would actually like to be able to find a better log fork than the base game one, because it seems like the base game one somewhat works, but it doesn't. If that makes sense. So you gotta try and pick up a pile and out of like a pile of 5 logs, it might pick up like 2 instead of picking up the 5 logs. When essentially it should be plenty enough to pick up, 5, 6 logs at one time. There toward the end, when I was on 22, playing on Deadwood, I had a good log fork that would pick up like 10 plus logs. And then there was some point I had used the big bag handler, so you put it up over top of the logs, and then you pick up a pretty good stack. But even with that, so I don't know who the modder was for that log fork, but I wish they would bring it back to 25. Because on that log fork, it actually had actual forks on it, like you would have on a forklift, and it had just a big opening grapple, and they would just come down and scoop them up. I actually missed that one. If you actually want to check out the series I did on Deadwood, just go back and check it out. I'd say I did pretty good because I had cut up a pretty big area, and then I did a like a production build on that. So I had like a paper mill going on. I had the big sawmill going. I think I even put up like a weigh station so you could get your load weighed, and then I think I had a firewood production going too. So I cut out the Hoy area and then did the production build on it to make it my own like sawmill. I have quite a few trees cut down. I still had quite a few to cut down still. But then that's when 25 came out. And I haven't been on there since. But I have 22 on my PS5. I do not have it on console, so. That's another reason why I have been on there. It's actually hard to tell how many hours I had on that. I had a lot of hours on it. But I was playing 22 actually since it came out. I think when 22 first came out, it only had 2, maybe 3 maps on it. They had, I think it had Edgewood, and, I don't know the name of the other one. I think it had 2, maybe 3 maps on it. But it came a long way. It had some pretty good equipment on it too. 25 doesn't even have one. But they're still attempting to try to get some mods from 22 onto 25, but sometimes they can't do it. Like when they try to bring maps from 22 to 25, they have to do like a total rebuild of the map, which is kind of a good thing. 'Cause sometimes maps could turn out better. Like Iowa Plains, that was on 22, they brought back to 25. And I think the version on 25 is actually better than the one on 22. It is similar, but the graphics and stuff is better, and plus on the one on 25 you can actually logging on it, if you choose to. I was going to attempt to, but you don't have that many like logging trees, so I really actually do a good logging thing on it. So I just gave up on it. But I like having the straight, tall, like the oak trees and stuff like that, and spruce trees where they're long and tall, and they're pretty decent size. Yep. We've actually officially been streaming now for 2 hours and 4 minutes. But what I'm going to probably go ahead and do is um, I'll probably sell the two small plows that I have and change for the bigger one. Because I may actually end up getting two bigger ones. Alright, let's get back to it. So it looks like we're about half having this. Yeah, we're a little over half having this done. See if we can figure out how the other guy's doing. I went the wrong direction. Oh, he's caught by a tree. So he's not getting squat done. Imagine that. I'm glad I actually checked on him because he wasn't actually getting anything done. He had himself wrapped around a tree. Leave that up to George to get stuck in a tree. That was a good movie, George of the Jungle. That's pretty hilarious. Yeah, when I go ahead and actually get that other plow, I'm gonna actually see if the stone picker will actually hook up to it, and hopefully to see if my plan will work. If I think it's gonna work, then I can go ahead and try to make the stone picker the same width as the plow, so there's no less or more than. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Really? I'll feed you guys here in a minute. Just give me I'm almost done with this, and I'll feed you guys. And give you guys a bath. So, yep, after this contract is done, Goldman contract should be about done shortly after that. So, after we get this plowing contract done, I'll go ahead and call it. Go ahead and end the stream and get some stuff done. I may even go to bed early. I'm getting a little sleepy. So if you guys enjoyed this stream, please, if you don't mind, hit that like button. And for your choice, if you like to, subscribe. And when you subscribe, turn the notification bell on, so that way when I do go live or post a video, you will get the notifications. Because without the notifications, you will not know if I go live or post a video. Plus, you see what else is coming up next. I appreciate all you guys' support and all that stuff. So I appreciate you. So I think we did pretty good today. Like I said, we got the hay done We've almost got 3 contracts done. After these 2, there'll be 3 done. So we're exponentially making some money. Um, so not sure what we'll be doing on the next episode. We may actually, next time we may get onto Lindsay, Montana and actually do some logging. So the plowing contract is about 63%, and cultivating is at 44%. Hopefully, if he didn't get wrapped into a tree already. Again. Now when we get this tractor back to the farm, we're gonna have to get it cleaned up and get some maintenance and get the fuel picked up, filled up on it. So that way we can keep everything, keep the maintenance and stuff, you know, keep all that up on the equipment. I'm actually hoping next weekend I'll have to have 2 days off instead of just one day. It's kind of hard to only have 1 day off. Usually Fridays are the days that I get bills paid and at least get half the house cleaned up and cleaned before then I finish whatever else I did. Finish Sunday on Saturday. And then Sunday I pretty much relax before I go back into work. Usually Saturdays I actually have more time because I usually end up going to bed early Friday night from being tired from working all week, so I always end up going to bed early and getting up early. Actually, I started going to church again. Recently I only went to church once. But I just want to mainly go to church for the right reasons, and not only for that, just to be around people. Other than being around people at work, that's usually the only people I'm around. I don't usually around a whole lot of people because I normally just go to work and come home. That's it. Right now I'm actually trying to keep from having to go to the store and getting a bigger one. Bigger plow. Go back and give me something to drink. had to go ahead. I had to check, see if, make sure he was still moving. We actually about got this contract done. Oh, finally. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely exchange these two plows that I have now and exchange them for the bigger ones. The reason why I got the smaller ones was not only to save money and being easy to transport. I normally try to have um, two two workers on a field. So if these are like 20, uh, yeah, these are 12 meters each. So there'll be about 24 meters altogether. So it doesn't take near as long. Um, but as you saw, like the one I bought is already 20 inches meters, just one. So even if I would have two of them on one big field, then even then that's like 40 to 48 meters wide. That's why a lot of times these bigger fields you want bigger equipment, especially when it comes to field prep. It takes longer to prep the field than it does to, harvest it and stuff like that. But it is important to do the field prep, so that way you can get good bonus points on your crop when you go to sell it. So it does pay off at the end. So as long as when you first buy a field, um, you always want to harvest it, sell the grain, which you may end up getting a lower price on it. But once you harvest that field, you want to plow it, cultivate it, throw down your fertilizer in the line. And then once you have your field planted, then you want to take a roller and roll it. And then just keep an eye on it as it grows. Make sure you don't have any weeds. And then after all that's said and done, and once it grows, then your bonus would be, well, it'll be well worth it. Because you end up with more profit than less, or just base game profit. So that way you make more money. Missed a little bit, but it'll be alright. Nope, I don't want to do that. Excuse me. That's the button I always want to hit. But after this is done, then I'm gonna let the other guy finish. Hopefully, finish the other contract. And then, but I'm gonna call it after we get this contract done. Then I'm gonna go ahead and relax and find a movie to watch, and I'll probably lay down. Then go ahead and get stuff done tomorrow before I have to go to work. Still got at least one more load of laundry to do and finish cleaning the house. Did some of it today, but not much. But I'll get it done throughout the week. More likely, probably before I go to work. Alright, well 97, so probably about halfway through this one pass we'll be done with this contract. So I'm not even gonna worry about the GPS. I'll just go. Get her done. Alright, this contract is finished. Let's go ahead and fold up the plow. And then I'll head toward the road and get this guy to go back to the farm. And the other guy with the cultivator should be about done too. You dummy. Dude, you're freaking stupid. Just because I put you into that lane, don't mean you need to go clear on the map. Alright, let's check on the other guy, see where he's at. He's still moving, which is a good thing. Alright guys, like I said, I appreciate everybody's support and watching. Um, like I said, make sure you have your notification bell on. And then when I do go live, then you will get the notification that I went live. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. Thank you for joining me on Dakota. Everybody have a good evening.